I'm always surprised by how much fear is out there. And it's probably because I'm lucky to have conversations on a regular basis here with people who don't buy into a lot of the quote unquote, science that's out there. So I have a front seat to really question what we're being told. But, I live in England and, these are people that made it through the Battle of Britain in 1940. I mean, they were getting bombed every night right in this neighborhood where I'm at, and they still showed up. And yet I've been shocked to see how scared and frightened they are to come back to work. Now, I don't believe in surveys, but I was talking to Dave Rubin last week, and I was telling him there was a survey that it said 68% of the British public would rather lose their job than go back to work and risk getting the coronavirus. And that blew my mind, that even at this late date, people would still be that scared. But it goes to show you the kind of what's been done to the people with with fear, and fear can make people do things. And like you said, it has historically. So they even said something in Britain the other day. They need another campaign now to get people to go back to work after the first campaign to get people to stay home. And it just makes me wonder how ridiculous it is. At the same point, I can't have a conversation on YouTube or any other social media that even questions masks, social distancing, testing, etc. So look, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but all this stuff adds up to a similar result.
Well, and I mean, there's a highly instructive British philosopher, Thomas Hobbes. He was so right. He said, fear is what drives people in their natural condition. He wrote The Leviathan, and it was very, very informative for people. If you want to understand what's happening right now, read The Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes. He was right. He said that fear is the default position of human beings, and they will operate in that fear. It's not the pursuit of truth. It's not the pursuit of justice. And he didn't diminish those things, but rather, very, very long form. It's not an easy read. But he comes to the conclusion that in the state of nature, it is fear that drives human beings. And I think he was right. I think that is so true, and that the media has fed into this. And I have to say, the activist media has been one of the most complicit, dangerous, and morally bankrupt institutions in this entire thing. They are solely responsible for a lot of the carnage. And I hope that they realize that people committed suicide because of them. I hope the media realizes that people are dead because of them, not because of the virus. People committed suicide because of the media. How was that possible, you say? We shut down Western society because of the media. Basically, people committed suicide because of that. More people committed suicide in California than of the coronavirus. All death is tragic. But I think it's rather agreed upon that suicide is something that really should bother people. Because unlike a virus, that's a voluntary exit from your existence. That's something that is very, very troubling for me. I've lost friends to suicide. I've lost family members, extended family members, I should say. Be more specific about that. It's not lives versus the economy. It's lives versus lives versus lives. And the media will get away with it. It's time to create our own and call them out. They are not purveyors of independent truth. The discipline of journalism is dead. These are activists that want to destroy our civilization. It's time to treat them like that.